This is The Grip by The Plenteous Life. Who do you see you are? Your lens is lying to you, and you're leading from it. Welcome back to The Grip. I'm Becky Henderson, founder and principal coach of The Plenteous Life. The most dangerous story in your company is the one you silently tell about yourself. It becomes your lens. Your self-perception is an invisible filter editing reality in real time. It decides what you notice, what you ignore, and what you call proof. A pause becomes shade. A question becomes doubt. A neutral moment becomes a verdict. This issue of The Grip is about the leadership cost of that filter and the power you get back when you deal with it. Let's dive in. Self-perception and leadership. Picture this. A researcher puts a scar on a subject's face, ear to mouth. The subject looks in the mirror and feels the meaning take hold. This is who I am now. Right before he walks out, the researcher dabs on moisturizer to protect the makeup. The subject doesn't know, it just erased the scar. He steps into ordinary conversations, carrying a perceived disfigurement, then later reports people were tense, patronizing, and judgmental toward him. Independent reviewers watched the footage. They saw normal interactions, no mistreatment. The point of the study was never the scar. It was the lens. In a series of experiments in 1980 that became known as the Dartmouth Scar Experiment, Professors Robert Kleck and Angelo Strenta demonstrated a powerful human phenomenon. People interpret how others treat them in a way that matches what they already believe about themselves. For founders, the perceived scar is rarely physical. It's meaning. I'm the liability. I'm late to the game. I'm not who they bet on. I don't belong in this room. That lens turns neutral moments into proof of the judgment you've already rendered upon yourself. Silence becomes rejection. Questions become disrespect. Delays become dismissal. You don't just misread data. You start leading from it. Self-perception aims your attention. Attention filters reality. It shapes what you notice, what you miss, and how you show up in every dimension of life. Meet Captain Sam Brown. Sam Brown is a former U.S. Army captain and Purple Heart recipient who survived a 2008 roadside bomb attack in Afghanistan that left him with visible burn scars. We've linked to his short video in the show notes where he answers a blunt question about his face with humor, and then turns the moment into leadership and service through celebrating scars. How you see yourself comes down to the meaning you make about you, and that meaning is revealed in your language. I am is one of the most powerful phrases on the planet. Say I am whole and complete, and you'll show up in confident, generous service. Say I'm broken and damaged, and you'll either play small or dominate others to compensate for your perceived lack. And you'll interpret others' treatment of you consistent with how you're already treating yourself. If you aren't actively cultivating an empowered self-perception, you're likely operating from a disempowered one by default. Here's the good news. You can turn this around when you know where to look. Shift your perception. If you frequently experience being judged, criticized, or dismissed by others, before you look anywhere else, first ask yourself, in what way am I already judging, criticizing, or dismissing myself? Answers will show up in your thoughts, spoken words, feelings, and actions. Then use that insight as you work through the following questions designed to help you clear your disempowered self-perception. What scar do I believe I'm walking around with right now? What neutral behaviors am I interpreting as rejection, disrespect, or doubt? If my interpretation is wrong, what becomes newly possible in how I relate, lead, and decide? What do I keep calling how people are that might actually be how I'm perceiving? If I stopped assuming they're reacting to me, what else might be true? For more on shifting how you perceive yourself, check out our previous issue, Enough Already. It's linked in the show notes. And if you're already subscribed to The Grip through email, make sure to check your inbox for this issue. We've included a powerful tool, the Innovator Leader's Self-Relationship Guide, to help you establish a kind, compassionate relationship with yourself. If you're not yet subscribed and want access to additional self-mastery tools like this, join our community today at plenteouslife.com/the grip, and you'll get new tools as we make them available. Change how you perceive yourself, and your experience of how others treat you changes with it. An empowered self-perception sharpens your posture, your tone, your choices, and suddenly you notice more respect, more ease, more room to serve. And when someone does come at you with bad intent, it doesn't hijack you. You stay steady, see clearly, and choose your next move from purpose, not defense. You're not here to react. You're here to lead masterfully. Keep creating. This has been another issue of The Grip. From all of us at The Plenteous Life, may you prosper in every way.